All right, let's continue from where we left off. Okay, so we're going to create let's look at this part here. Okay, we have something going on here, so let's just break at this point. Let's go to our curves. Let's bring them out like before. Surfaces. Okay, let's detach. Then we're going to attach here and just together. So we're going to attach. Alright, so by this now we are going to be having one here. We're going to detach here too. We're going to detach, okay, we're going to detach like so. Okay, then we're going to be careful here. Let's detach here like this. Okay, some things are happening here which we can correct when we convert to polygons. Don't worry, we can just, that's not an issue at all. Or let's pull this in a bit, detach, curve point, let's take this in a bit so that it could run in. Okay, so we're going to detach. Okay, let's detach first. Let's detach. And this. Okay, I think then go to control vertex. We'll highlight this. Hold a C, click, and make sure. Let's do it again. Click once, then drag. Okay. I think it's better this way. So what I did was to snap this curve to this. So let's check. So we're going to be rebuilding. Okay, we having 4. We're having 4 here too. 1. Here is how many? 1. So let's do 3 at that side. Okay, 3. Apply. 3, 2. Apply. Then let's see what we're going to get. Boundary. Okay, boundary. I think we're running into a problem that we have to deal with now. The earlier we deal with this, it could be something we want, it could be something we could deal with depending. Okay, so what I'll do is to undo this. Let's see what we can do there. We could still click this. Okay, you can see it's not okay. These are some issues that you might be having. All right, so I'm going to go back to curve point. I would, detach at this point. Then click this guy and attach. Then for this, I could be a bit playful to control vertex and set to push this up to make it round. I think that can salvage the situation, but let's see. 7, 4. Okay, let's just increase this to 7. Let's increase this to 7. So curve should build 7. Apply. So we're having this and this. We're having this. Sorry, we're having this to be 3 and this to be 3. Okay, let's see what this will give us now. Boundary. Okay, we can always rebuild. Sorry, we can always rebuild. So let's just work with this for now. Let me see if I rebuild. Let's see what this will give me. If I do 4 by 4, okay, and we'll have to think of a way of dealing with that. But I believe when I convert to polygons, okay, it's something I can. Oh, let's try something here. Let's try something here. Can I select? Trying to select that point. Okay, so let's see. Kind of. Okay, let's just keep this inside here. Okay, so what we can do next is select this. We have not deleted history, so it's still dependent on these NURBS. So go to control point and just tweak this a bit. Okay, I think fine. That is a good thing. You could just tweak it, and so now I think I'm okay. Kind of not so good, but I think it's manageable for now. Okay, then I'll go back and delete history. Okay, delete history, and yeah, back to where I am. So let's just run through. So we have the surface, we have this too. Sorry, okay. We have the surface, we have the surface. Let's connect. So curves, attach. Then we have this two, we have this two, we have this two. So before I do that, I'm going to just create, I think more like a loft we'll do here. Okay, reverse. Then delete history and keep it where it's supposed to be. As selected. So let's see. Okay, I've not deselected to this yet. Make sure it's deleted. Make sure it's deleted. And add them to this point as selected. So okay, so all our surfaces are good to go. Okay, so the next thing is, okay, this is connected. This might need to be broken here. Okay, so I will just go to my curve, I'll go to my curve point and let's keep it somewhere there. I'll detach. Okay, so this is about 9. This should be 9 too. Let's choose 9. If you don't mind, I would love to have about, let's say 11. Apply. And this has to be 11 too. Apply. I will not touch this. Let's leave it at, first and foremost, this might, okay, so let's leave this as 11. So let's just make this 11. Okay, 11, 9. Let's make this 9 then. Okay, 9, and we'll apply this. Then let's check here. Here 7, here 7. So if here is, okay, 7, let's make it 7 then. Apply. So let's see. We'll click this, we'll click this, we'll click this, we'll click this, and then we'll go to our boundary and create one and reverse direction. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad at all. So we'll just delete history and keep it where it's supposed to be. Add selected. So let's move on to next. So this is already 7, so that means we'll need this and this. Okay, this is going to be dicey, but let's see what we could do here. We're going to create this and this by a loft. I think a loft should do here. A simple loft should do. Okay, so yeah, so keep it where it's supposed to be as selected. The next thing is for us to check if we could do a loft to here, through here. Okay, by connecting this. Let's see before we begin to the rest there. I'm going to connect, attach. If I loft this to, let's see what we're going to create. I think the loft did a job. Let's reverse direction. Okay, but not the best of its kind, but something we can start with, right? Okay, so let's delete history. Let's keep it where it should, add selected. Okay, so right now we can then break control point, go to our control point and bring it somewhere there and detach. Okay, And detach, so detaching means that I have this that I can, you know, attach together. So if here is, don't worry, if here is 7, okay, I'm having some issues here. I knew there was a problem there. Okay, let's correct that problem. Let's correct it. Okay, so we're going to NURBS surfaces, delete this because there was a space in there. We need to correct something, okay? This and this, okay, let's see. So for this to work perfectly, we have to go to our curve point and let's see, go to our curve point, detach at this point exactly. These are things you have to check out for. Okay, we're going to detach, and then we can connect this to, we'll attach. So let's see if it's going to be the same. This is 10 and this is 7, so let's just increase it to 10 then. 10, apply. So let's see, what is it saying? Okay, so I think this is a Bezier, so let's okay, hold your shift, right click and convert Bezier to NURBS. Okay, so Bezier curves cannot be you cannot use boundary on them. There are some kind of commands that will not, or conversions that will not work on Beziers because Beziers are not traditional NURBS. So all we did was to, you know, shift, right click and convert it to NURBS. So let's see if it will work this time. Apply. Okay, it did. Okay, so let's be sure 10, 10, then 9, 9, okay. Alright, so let's boundary again. Okay, so I think this should give us what we want exactly. You have to make sure it runs edge to edge the way it should. So with this now I can just delete and keep it where it's supposed to be kept as selected, and let's move on. So here we are having 9. Well, here, okay, we have to rebuild 9. Okay, I think we have to do the same thing. Right click, hold your shift, right click, convert to NURBS, and it should work now. Okay, at this point we have to be careful. Whenever you're having, you know, in quotes, Beziers that has, you know, points like this, converting it or playing around with the spans, like rebuilding, might make you to lose your sharp corner, which is what you want. So with this, I'm going to use this as the reference point. Here is 7, and here is going to be 7 2. Okay, let's see if that was, 5. Here is going to be 7 2. Sorry, let's do that again. 7. Okay. Here is 7. Okay, we're going with 7 there, all the way. So we get surface boundary. Yeah, I think. So with this, I can still rebuild and add more, you know, spans. Does that make sense? Add selected. Okay, so we are coming to, okay, it will soon be done. So right now we're having this, okay, we can break now. Can break it now, actually. So we just keep it there and detach. So we're having this surface, this, and this. Am I correct? So we're going to break 2 here. Curve point, drag it in like so. Just make sure detach. We're going to detach. Okay. So right now we're having, let's see, we're having 3 here. We're having 10 here. We're having 1 here, we're having 1 here too. So if here is 3, here being 10, I think that's too much, but reducing it might make you to lose your smooth curves, because pants is what gives you that curvy look. Let's reduce it to 5 and to 4, let's see, because this space is small. Okay, what do you say? Okay, let's see. Bezier curve-to-NURBS. It's a Bezier, so I've converted it. Will this work? Apply. Okay, I think it did. Let's check to be sure. Okay, I don't think there's a problem. So because of this, we have to stick to the fact that it's 10. Maybe when we are done, we rebuild. It's 10, so we're going to make here 10 too. Okay, so we have this 10, 10, 1, 1. Okay. Okay, let's just run through this. I'm not sure this will give me a good surface. Let's see. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. I think I'll go with this. I'll delete history. Delete history, then keep it where it should. Right click and add selected. Okay, so this is what we're having now. So next thing is the back view. Okay, we have the back view. For this back, I have a surface here. I have a surface here. I have this here. Okay. Okay, for the back we have options. Let me see. Let me keep this down here. We have options. One of the options is, of course, what I want for the back is for this to go across like this as a surface, then this downwards as a surface. So we having this here, we having this here. Okay, I might have to break this. Yeah, we'll have to break this. Okay, so I will break this. I'll hold my core points, bring it down here, and I will detach. Okay, so I'm having this. So I could run this from here all the way to here and to work, but I'm scared of some things. Running it from here to here might cause some issues for me. Okay, now let's see the issues I'll have if I run it from here to here. So let's just see this as a piece. Let's say, okay, here is we're having 5 here, 5, so let's rebuild, make it 5, apply, and maybe here 6, here, okay, 12. Let's make here 12 then. Okay, let's see, do I need to convert this Bezier to NURBS? Okay, I just held down shift, right clicked, held down my right mouse button, and so I've converted NURBS. Okay, so if we apply this and I get 12, 12, 5, 5. If I do this, let's see what we're going to. Okay, I have to get curve points, get there. I will detach this. Is that fine? Detach it. So this should give me. Okay, I have to rebuild this to 5. So if I work with this now and I click, and I decided to convert it to boundary, there'll be an issue. Okay, so that's what I was trying to avoid. So to correct this defect better, I have an option, and one of it is to use a barrier. Okay, I could just go to curve points and break this it here. I will detach. Sorry, I will detach. So now I'm having a surface from here to here all the way to here. So what I'll do is I'll work with here and here, and then here and here later. So let's just work. So let's create a boundary here. So here is how many? First of all, I'm gonna have to break here too. Okay. I'm gonna have to break here too. Just thinking, which would be better. Let's just break here too. Curve points. I have to come in there and detach. So right now I'm having lines, more like an intersection. Okay, so I could just click this, go to my control vertex, make sure this is at the extreme, click this too, go to control vertex, put down my C, click with the middle mouse button, make sure it's at the extreme, this too, control vertex, highlight. Okay, so I'm good to go now. So what I will do is here is 12, here is 6, so I need to increase to 12. Here it's supposed to be 12 too. Let me see, 12. Here is supposed to be 12 too. 12. So I'm going to work with here. Here is 2 spans. So because of this, I'm going to break here too. Curve point brings in. I'm going to detach. So I'm having control vertex. Just make sure it's snapping to here. Then okay, just okay, let's move on. So here is, okay, I have to break here too. All right. Detach. Detach. Okay. Then I'll do the same thing. Control vertex. Hold down my C. Drag it down. Okay. Hope I'm doing the right thing. Here too, control vertex, hold down my C, drag it down. Okay, so yeah, here is 3, here is 2, here is 3, so let's increase it to 3. Apply. So here is 12, 12, you can see that there. Here is also 12. Here is 4, here is 4, let's increase it to 4, apply. Here is 5, let's increase it to 4, apply. Here should be 3. Okay, so with this now I can just decide to create a surface here, go to my create a boundary and reverse directions, something like that. So with this now, it stops here, and I can just delete history and keep it where it's supposed to be. Add selected. Click this, and this. Have another boundary here, reverse direction. Okay, so I think this is better like it. Delete history, keep it where it's supposed to be. Add selected. Then by this now I can just create something simple here. Okay, boundary 2. Okay, delete history, keep it where it's supposed to be. Add selected, and finally I'm going to be having this surface here. First of all, if here is 5, times I'm going to use 5 here. If here is 4, here should be 4, 4. Here's already 5, so I can't bring it down to 2. Might ruin everything I'm trying to do. Okay, nope. Okay, so I may just have to use a 5. So increase that place to 5 and let's see what we're going to get. Okay, boundary, let's see. Okay, not the best, but we can always rebuild. Click here. Is that fine? So I think with this, that brings us to the end of the use of boundary, loft and barrier. Boundary, loft and barrier to convert our car to a surface, a NURBS surface. So to see this thing in real time, okay, I have not added this to add selected. To see this in real time, let's delete our curves. Let's make sure they're in one layer. Select all of them. Right click and add selected. Okay, so let's bring so this is what we have. Our back does not look so smooth. Yes, there's something we're going to be doing later. We're going to be rebuilding these curves, converting them to polygons. We're going to be welding them like this, and this should be a surface. This and this too should be a surface. Some things is going to be done here, and at that point we can start extruding and doing some things, and then you begin to appreciate the car, the shape of the car more. And by then we'll be going strictly into polygon modeling, where we're going to be using extrude, bevel, mirror, because this is like half of the car. We're going to mirror it to get the other half when we're done with this half, and other stuff we're going to be doing basically. Okay, so see you in the next class, where we are going to be finishing up this car by converting to polygons. Okay, thank you, bye.